Hey, Merry Christmas and welcome to Chad's Beer Reviews. Today's Christmas Eve. Well, I'll be uploading this on Christmas Eve, and tonight is Santa Claus's night, so we're going to drink a beer in honor of him. This is one of the two versions of the Samichlaus Imperial Bock from the Castle Brewery Eggenberg, product of Austria. 14% ABV. It's what I would consider to be the world's truly strongest beer, because a lot of the super imperial stouts that like Sam Adams and Dogfish Head and those Brewdog guys make, they use like sake yeast and things like that, so it's like not truly brewed like beer. And this is not only brewed like beer, it's also a lager. It's not even an ale. And you know how hard it is to make not only a good lager, but a strong lager. So the story with this beer is, as you can see on the back, it says it's brewed only once a year on December 6th, aged for 10 months before bottling, and it's one of the rarest specialty beers in the world. It's maybe aged in the bottle for many years to come as the older vintages become more complex. Brilliant deep amber, complex, dry, toasted, malt nose, and huge intensely sweet palate. The 2007 bottling is the first bottling since 1986. Yes, and this beer, it says bottled in 2007, so this was bottled 3 years ago, which means it was brewed in 2006, so technically this is like a 2006 vintage. So this is a 4-year-old beer here, and this would be technically the oldest beer I've ever drank. I have no idea what to expect at all. Well, it's a little darker than I thought it was going to be, but I guess that makes sense since it is technically a bock or a double bock or maybe even a triple bock. It is a really pretty copper color. I would definitely call that copper. Copper orange, pretty effervescent. You can see a lot of the bubbles on the bottom of the glass there, slowly rising up. And I got about a finger head. It's kind of yellow, eggshell kind of color. I could smell it as soon as I popped the cap, and it is a malt bomb. You know, it's definitely the double bock. Yeah, it's like bread. It's like a bread and caramel syrup. I don't smell any alcohol. So I wonder if I'll taste any. So let's see. Oh, that is a rich beer. Don't go into an imperial lager thinking it's going to be a crisp, watery kind of thing like any other kind of pale lager. This is, you know, you can tell it's a malt bomb from the smell. You get that in the taste. It is so rich and sweet. It's almost like drinking carbonated syrup. It's like caramel, rhubarb. That's a flavor I don't think I've ever used on this show before. You ever had those rhubarb candies, like they're shaped like a barrel? It's supposed to be like a root beer flavor. Definitely that kind of flavor. Rhubarb, butterscotch, caramel, just a malt bomb. Just, it's thick, but it's not really a sipper. I probably could take bigger gulps, but I'm, you know, obviously trying to savor this. I would definitely call it like fairly intense in the mouth. Like it definitely has a strong presence. You know, it's not peppery like a Belgian beer. It's just that it's like so robust, you know, that it makes its presence known. And I get like a little bit of warmth on the finish and the aftertaste. It doesn't linger though. Very, very sweet, sticky in the mouth. You might call it chewy. You know, pretty tasty beer. I wouldn't call it refreshing. It's definitely a very interesting beer. I've never had anything like this before. So we'll sip on this, see how it changes as it warms, and we'll come back with my final thoughts. Cheers. Alright, I am back finishing off the Samichlaus Helles. This beer is very strange, but I mean, it's definitely a good beer. I've never drank a beer like this before, so it's, you know, I don't have a lot of frame of reference. You know, as far as taste, the taste is pretty good. You're getting caramel, you're getting butterscotch, you're getting rhubarb. There's a distinct bitterness in the finish, and a little bit in the aftertaste while it's cold. Drinkability on it is kind of low. You know, when it was fridge temp, it was, you know, I could take, you know, fairly big sips of this. As it warmed, it was turning into a total sipper. But that's the case of most extreme beers. Mouthfeel is, you know, now that it's actually since like here down, it's been kind of tepid, a little flat. I wouldn't call it thin. It's at the very least medium bodied. It did still have kind of that lager character, especially at the beginning when it was nice and cold. So I mean, it's kind of like a lager that drinks like an ale. The alcohol went to me very quickly. Like, my face is actually numb right now. So it's like it's a great nightcap for a cold winter's night. I wouldn't classify this as a dessert beer. I probably wouldn't drink it with a meal. You know, it's a nightcap in and of itself, and you know, it's a nice, you know, Christmas beer. There's also the regular version, which I didn't get to this year. I'll get to that in 2011. So, final score for the Samichlaus Helles. It's, you know, as much as I've been saying good things about it, I don't love it. So I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. It's a good beer. You know, it has a lot of pros and cons, and read my text review. I never mentioned that. I should plug that on this show. But yeah, read my text review there's things that I can put into words in text that I can't think of off the top of my head. So anyways, again, 7 out of 10 for the Samichlaus Helles. It's a good beer. I like it. But I probably wouldn't drink it again. So thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.